Hello, my name is Jack Blade and welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. We are doing another mod review today, and as you can see, there are some new funky blocks on the block here. Counter limiter. Makes no sense to me why you would use limiting, and I'm gonna show you that later. But otherwise, this is a really cool mod, specifically for troubleshooting. Because a lot of the time, we have to go through and do a lot of like math to try and figure out if we're actually getting the throughput that we want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this, and we are going to check how this works. So if I just plug this in, and yeah, I'm using tier 6 belts specifically so that I can show you why the counting doesn't matter. I'm just gonna smack you in here as well, so you also count. And then we're gonna wait for things to heat up. There was no recipe set in that one. There we go, everything's running. Manifolds are super quick here. We're using a pure node to show this. But yeah, as you can see, they are going to be counting. It's gonna take a minute before it like actually gives the right number. Specifically, like throughput limit, remove throughput limit. There is no throughput limit now. Like, I'm making sure that, like you can see, there's no throughput limit in any of these. So I'm not cheating in any way, shape, or form. It's calculating. And something that is really fun, I like this as a flavor thing and as a extra detail. If I place this, you can see. Nice. We get like messages on the screens. Praise Ben, I don't even know. Drop table users. Okay. And then we have... You don't know me. No, I don't. But while we're waiting for this to start running properly, like you can see, this manifold isn't necessarily like full up yet. And it's not fully calculating everything yet. Now that... have I not? Oh, I haven't connected up the belts here. Okay, that's on me. I just set it up very quickly here. So while we're waiting for the manifolds and everything to fill up, let's go over the mod page itself. So this mod is made by a guy called SirDigby, and it is updated for 1.0, so it does work. And the description says, adds a conveyor belt attachment that counts and displays the actual item throughput per minute and can optionally limit the number of items allowed per minute, unlocked via tier 2 milestone in the hub. So you get this pretty early on in the game, and you can then use this to count things. Throughput limiting, I'm going to talk more about later, but I'm focusing on the counting. That's the part of this mod that I think is good. Because this calculates the items per minute, it takes up to 2 minutes to see an accurate readout. If the number doesn't appear correct at first, wait a few minutes and check again. So be a little bit patient and you're gonna get the numbers that make sense to you. Works with all vanilla belt speeds, but not guaranteed to work with faster belts. So the fact that I've hooked it up here with Mark 6 belts, it means that you might not see anything there. When first placing the counter limiter, there will be no limit set, shown as a -1. If you want to set one, simply interact with it and adjust the throughput limit. And as you can see here, it is doing its thing. There's like, you can see the numbers are starting to like change a little bit. And yes, let me see here. There is a Discord server for people who want to do like get support with this. And of course, SirDigby, like, completely optional tip jar, so go support. If you use this mod and you like this mod and you want to see more from Digby, I assume, like, go over and support there. And that's, yeah. Everything about the mod. Very short and sweet descriptions and everything. I think the idea of having a mod like this is super important. Specifically because of the how should I put this? The troubleshooting potential that you get from having something that counts for you, so you can see the real-time numbers instead of having to do math. I think that is a great like quality of life thing, and I like honestly I don't understand why the counter part of this isn't in the vanilla game. In my opinion, it should be. So as you can see, there are 12 smelters, or 6 smelters, and 6 times 3 or 30 is 180, and that looks right in the output, and that looks right on the input. We're getting 1200 per minute. That looks absolutely correct as well. So then like everything now is being split between these two. Once the manifold here is full, we will start seeing the accurate stable number. So we're just gonna wait a little bit, and while that's filling up, let's talk about the like limiting. Because as you can see, I haven't limited anything. Like you can see, none of this is limited, but it is still splitting exactly like I want to. I don't need to throughput limit anything to still get the throughput limiting. It makes no sense to have that mechanic as a separate buildable when you already have that in the game. That's my only note with this mod, that I'm going like, but having a throughput counter is really, really good. I really, really like that part. But just because of the nature of how manifolds and how the backing up and how the mechanics of the splitter works, you will automatically get exactly what you need. If I made this a smart splitter, if I did this, right, still connected to the belts, and I go, and I put this as overflow, right? It's going to just prioritize sending here, and then it's going to send over here. So let's do that. Should fill up the manifolds even faster. So with that, we have that full. This one is filling up very quickly. 1200 a minute is a lot. As you can see, now it prioritizes to the left here. All right. And it's going to continue doing that and sending essentially all except the 180 sending there. So almost 1000 per minute to fill this up. So it's going to be very, very quick. Done. And now it sends overflow down the center line. So if we just wait a couple of minutes, I'll be back when we can see the final numbers. Okay. So now everything has leveled out. And if we look at it, you see 1200 is coming in. 180 is automatically going there. No flow rate limiting. I haven't limited this flow rate either, right? As you can see, 660 is going in there. 360 going over here. There's no flow rate limiting. It's just balanced out the way it should. No flow rate limiting needed. Same thing over here. And same thing over here. No flow rate limiting, just works the way it should. So the mechanic of flow rate limiting, I honestly, just thinking straight off the top of my head, can't really think of a single instance where you don't automatically get the flow rate limiting / balancing that you need by just using splitters and like mergers and like putting stuff into the machine. Because flow rate limiting doesn't necessarily give you the same effect as a, for example, a load balancer. Like the load balancer or like a belt priority system that like moves everything to the left or to the right or up or down so that it like saturates a specific belt. Like none of that is helped by this. So I'm going to give this a rating of 6.9 because it is nice, but it is a single block with a single use case like this. It didn't, and that is for troubleshooting. The flow rate limiting is a superfluous mechanic that really don't have a actual use in the game. So for me, that's where I'm gonna put it at. With that said, it's a really, really good mod for exactly what it does, but it has limited use cases, and it is a single block. So it's a very small mod, and I really can't like give it any higher points because of that. But I do hope that you go and support Sir. Let's double check the name again so I say it right. SirDigby. So I really hope that you go and check it out. And if you do like the mod, try it out. Show me down in the comments, or tell me down in the comments. And also, if you have some mods that you would like me to check out, or if you would like a more in-depth tutorial of a larger mod or a more complex mod, then also ask in the comments and I will provide. Now, with that said, love you guys. Thank you so much for the support, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a really good one. Bye!